Are you ready to blaze a trail with the most unapologetic podcast on the scene? Allow me to introduce you Blunt Bitches with Boobs podcast, where honesty meets hilarity. Hey babes, I'm Chelsea. Along with my fabulous co-host Ashley and Joy, we're here to keep it real and have you laughing until you snort your coffee. Get ready for a roller coaster of laughter as we spill the tea on life's juiciest topics. We're diving deep into the nitty-gritty of life, dating, friendships, work, sex, and everything in between. No topic is off limits, and there's absolutely no filter in sight. But fair warning, the side effects of this podcast may include uncomfortable laughter and an overwhelming desire to join the Blunt Bitches with Boobs community. Blunt Bitches with Boobs podcast, where it's raw, real, and unfiltered. Don't miss out on the fun. Subscribe now, and let's tackle life's craziness together.
In a world full of cruelty and depravity, where the lawless make the law, and the good are preyed upon by the bad, two unlikely heroes will emerge. Wait, what the hell? They're just gonna bitch about it?
That's kind of their thing.
Okay, whatever. Two crazy Florida men named Bill.
And that is Bill.
And Todd.
That's Todd.
Drinking beer and talking about true crime. Yeah, just talking about it. Not doing anything about it. Welcome to Crimes, Killers, Cults,
and Beer.
A true crime comedy podcast.
All right, how's everybody doing tonight?
I'm good.
Okay.
You good?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we still haven't figured out exactly what we're going to do coming out of that new one since Movie Voice Guy stole our opening bit.
Right. It is what it is.
It is what it is. So, what are you drinking, Todd?
Oh, the usual rum and Coke and powder blue here.
And I'm drinking my usual Bud Light and shit brown. And tonight we have a special guest, the OG Patreon subscriber, Ariana. Say hi, Ariana.
Hi.
And she picked out this case that we're covering tonight, and I had never heard of it, and Todd still hasn't heard of it. And
As usual.
Even though we're going to do the episode, he'll forget about it by tomorrow. He's got the memory of a goldfish.
They did that on Mythbusters, and that technically isn't true.
Maybe I was ragging on your memory, or maybe I was giving you a compliment.
Yeah, I think it was the former, not the latter. But anyway.
So Ariana, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am 19 years old. I'm getting my criminal justice major currently, and I'm from Texas.
Yay, Texas.
Where do you go to school?
Bethany College.
Where's that?
Middle of nowhere, Kansas.
Plano, Kansas.
Plano, Kansas.
So what drew you to our particular podcast? I'm doing this for I'm surveying this for scientific research for the show to try and build it.
Well, my dad had recently found an interview of my grandpa, who was a detective for the Friendswood Police Department back in like the 60s, 80s, around that time. And he got to interview William Reese. And I was really interested in that case. And so I found your podcast and listened to it. And then I just kept listening.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
That from what I remember, that was a fun episode too.
Yeah.
We don't like, I personally don't like the podcast where they just sit there and on October 25th, 1970, it's just, they're just spouting the facts. I mean, there's a couple podcasts that I listen to that do that, but as a whole, I gravitate toward the ones that have the comedy aspect to it. It makes it easier to listen to, and it definitely makes it easier to go through these every week.
Yeah, it helps for sure.
So, I have no ado. Do you?
I do not.
Do you, Ariana?
Nope.
All right. Well, let's just dive in.
Alrighty.
We're covering Amy and Todd Mullis and the corn rake murder.
Okay.
And you Ariana, you definitely know us well because like I said, I hadn't heard of this case when you suggested it. I start researching it and I'm like, okay, she knows us well. This is right up our alley.
Right on.
So, just the crazy factor of this story is up to 11, and that's just how we like it. So,
right. All right then.
Now I did this one kind of like I did with it's
easy for you to say.
God damn it! The Suzanne Savakis episode, which I also hadn't heard of at the time. So I went into my research blind and started doing the notes blind, like as I went through the research. So, what I write into this are going to be my reactions in real time. And I liked how that turned out with Savakis, so I decided to do it again for this one.
Right on. All right.
And that episode was a really good one. That was the girl in the picture, Todd?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that was a really good one.
All right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't remember it, but yeah, it was probably good.
So, according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, farming is the most dangerous job in America, and I personally disagree with that. I mean, it can be dangerous due to accidents or equipment malfunction, but I personally think truck driving is more dangerous. But what do I know?
I don't know. You're just a truck driver.
I've never worked on a farm.
Yeah, you've never been a farmer, but
No. But on November 10th of 2018, a 911 call came from a pig farmer in Earlville, Iowa, named Todd Mullis. And his 39-year-old wife, Amy, had been in a horrible accident, and he was on his way to the hospital.
Oh.
And Todd said that Amy had fallen on a corn rake.
Okay, what exactly is a corn rake?
A corn rake is like a pitchfork, but the prongs are at a 90-degree angle from the handle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had to look that up.
Well, I'm glad you did, because I'd be doing it right now. Typing into Google, what the fuck is a corn rake?
if the prongs on it were straight out, it would be a pitchfork.
It would be a pitchfork. Oh, so
yeah.
Okay, I got it.
So
I can see it in my head.
As a weapon, it would. I think a pitchfork would be more, useful as a weapon than a corn rake. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I guess it depends on how you roll.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're coming over the shoulder, like.
Well, yeah, that's how you'd have to do
down. It. Yeah, that's why I'm saying with a pitchfork, it would be easier to, because you can just go forward.
All right, I'll give you that. I'll give you that one.
And Ariana, you can chime in whenever you want.
or you can just sit there and listen to us two idiots talk.
That's completely up to you.
Yeah.
So Todd said that Amy had fallen on a corn rake, and she was unconscious, and he had tried CPR on her, but that was only after he had called 911 while on the way to the hospital.
Okay.
And right off the bat, that sounds sketchy.
Yeah, that's suspicious.
And she died upon arrival at the hospital.
Okay, hold on a second. Now you said he tried CPR.
Well, you'll hear on the 911 call, the operator says for him to do CPR.
Okay, but he was already driving her to the hospital.
Correct.
Is that how I heard that?
Yes.
So what? He gave her CPR while he was driving, or did he stop it?
No, he stopped. He stopped.
Okay. All right. Well, you know.
Good question. I mean, it's a good question.
Okay.
Other than the did he give her CPR while he was driving thing?
Well, you know, that's what I when you said that sounded like sketchy. That's where I thought it was going.
Well, if there's a serious injury like that, people generally call 911 at the scene of the accident. If it
not
is
on the way. Yeah.
An accident, right? And another glaring red flag comes up here shortly, which we'll get to. Ariana knows what it is. It involves
the only one in the dark here.
It involves the corn rake.
It involves the corn rake. All right.
So upon her autopsy, the death was ruled as a homicide.
Okay.
So Amy Lynn Fuller was born January 23rd, 1979, to Robert and Peggy Fuller in Eldora, Iowa. And she graduated high school in 1997, and she became an RN after going to community college, where she met Todd Mullis, and they were married in September 2004. They had 3 children: Trystan, Taylor, and Wyatt.
Okay, it's weird here. You say Todd, and I think you're talking to me. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, we got another episode coming up with a Todd in it, too.
Or talking about me, one or the other. You know, it's weird. But anyway, I'll get used to it. It's all good. Let it rip, tater chip.
The episode that Jody Plauché wants to cover with us has a Todd in it.
Oh, okay. You know, I went my whole life knowing only like 2 other Todds until I was 40. And now they're fucking everywhere.
Are they young?
They're close to my age mostly.
Oh.
Like I knew another one in school, and then I met another one like somewhere after high school or something, and then there was never met another Todd anywhere until, like I said, until I was like in my 40s, and then they just started coming out of the fucking woodwork.
Okay, Todd.
Yeah. and what's his name? George Carlin thing.
George Carlin. Yeah, the George Carlin skit. Guy's named Todd.
Guy's named Todd. Yeah. Fortunately, I'm not that one. But anyway, carry on.
So Todd had a farming business that ran on 3 separate properties.
I did not.
And she loved her kids, obviously, but Todd, not so much.
Yeah, I hate kids. Dude, I've got to have fun with this, man. You know, come on. Well, and my pillow keeps moving on me. It's pissing me off.
And you didn't know what, I mean, well, you're obviously fine because you didn't, I had to explain what a corn rake was to you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, none of this is me, but it's fun to Anyway.
So she loved her kids, but Todd, not so much. And she began having an affair with a man that she met at work. And the article says that when Todd found out about the affair, Amy quit her job to focus on her marriage and to be a stay-at-home mom. And I'm calling shit on that one.
All right. That sounds suspicious, too.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't know.
He gave her an ultimatum. Quit the job or get out.
Oh.
And that's not just my opinion. That's everybody who was interviewed's opinion.
Okay. I'll make it my opinion, too.
So Amy's friends said in the interview that they agreed with the sentiment. So they went into marriage counseling, and it didn't exactly work. And Todd became very controlling and insisting that she tell him everything she did, everywhere she went, who she was with, and her friends came up with a nickname for her, P.O.T. Take a guess. Todd.
Well, I'm sure the T is Todd, but I don't know the rest.
Prisoner of.
Oh, prisoner of. Wow, I would never gotten there. But I try to keep it because we have a guest. I'm trying to try not to make it as dirty as sometimes we get.
Actually, we don't get that dirty. There's other podcasts.
Oh, Jesus Christ! There went my pillow. Fuck it.
A hell of a lot more dirty than we are.
Oh, I know.
At least we don't talk about shit jokes the entire episode, like another podcast from Ohio that I could name.
yeah, dude. Their whole podcast is just fart jokes,
shit jokes,
and shit jokes. Yeah. Anyway,
so Todd became extremely jealous and even abusive toward her, and this went on for 5 years to the point where Amy began having another affair.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, there you go.
And she couldn't stand Todd anymore. And this new guy, Jerry Fraser, he was one of Todd's employees.
Oh shit! All right. Oh boy. Okay.
So to Jerry, it was a friends with benefits type of things, but those things never work because one of the ones involved always wants more, and that person was Amy.
Oh, yeah. Let me guess. Yeah. Murder for hire. Did I get it?
No.
Well, dude, the wife always tries to get the boyfriend to kill her fucking husband or hire somebody to kill their fucking husband, dude. Come on.
It was the wife that wound up with a corn rake in her back.
Well, dude, see, you got to quit Quentin Tarantino these stories, dude, because I'm lost. Because you start at one place and then you jump back and then you jump ahead and it's all over the place and I can't keep up.
I start at the present, then jump back to the beginning.
Yeah,
that's what any good storyteller does. Everybody knows that.
No, Stephen King doesn't do that.
No, he just flashes back every other sentence. He'll say one sentence and he'll do 6 paragraphs of, well, that reminded him of a time when he was 3 years old. He looked out the window and he saw a dog, and that dog reminded him.
It's not that bad, but okay. Anyway, well, like I said, dude, that's what always happened. I mean, even though I know she got fucking hacked, but she didn't have her boyfriend try to kill her husband.
No.
Okay, well, I'm wrong. Shows you how much I know.
That was one of the furthest off
that I've ever been, right? I know.
Yeah. So,
well, it's early in this one. I'm just making wild guesses here.
But Amy was talking about marriage to Jerry, but Jerry was already married.
Oh, okay.
So this isn't a love triangle. This is a love rectangle.
Wrecked being the key word here. Because, yeah, how it's going to end.
So, Todd became suspicious, and he confronted Jerry, who denied the affair. Of course he did.
Yeah, right.
And, I'm boning the boss's wife. Shit. So, he said that all the calls and messages from him and Amy had to do with business and about things about their kids, activities with their kids and everything. Now, you could make an exception. You could believe it a little bit about it being business since Amy had basically become the office manager of the pig farm. You could.
Yeah. Yeah, you could.
But I'm sorry, thousands and thousands and thousands of text messages about your kids? Nah. Not buying it. Sorry. And by the way, if Todd wanted to get away with this, he's a pig farmer.
Yeah. It would be very, very easy.
Well, I don't know. It didn't work out for Bell Gunnis or Willie Picton. It did for a while, though. And if he was only going to kill one person, he could have gotten away with it.
How many pigs he got? He probably got a lot of pigs on a pig farm.
Yeah, that property was huge.
Yeah, it would be easy. He could probably get rid of 3 or 4 people in a day. Depends on how hungry his pigs are. I guess. But at least from what I've seen on TV.
But
now,
where was I?
I don't know.
Todd called bullshit, and he called Jerry's wife.
Oh, the plot thinnens.
And she even told Todd, "Oh, you've got nothing to worry about. You're crazy.
Oh my god,
my husband's not fucking your wife."
Yeah, he is.
Yes, he is.
Oh.
But Jerry apparently had her fooled. And, like we were saying before we started the episode, I'm at this point in the story, I'm not really liking any of these people.
Yeah, they aren't very likable people.
No.
I mean, like, for real, like, I mean, when we do like the killers and stuff, I mean, a lot of them you start feeling sorry for, at least at the beginning.
Right.
And then it's just like, no, you're a fucking asshole, die, fucker. But anyway.
But even Amy here, she's no saint either.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying that she deserved to have a freaking fork rake plowed into her back. A fork rake? Oh my god. A forking rake. That's what I meant.
A forking rake. Yeah.
A forking rake. Got your notebook out?
Yeah. Well, fortunately, all these are recorded, so I just got to go back to write my book of Billisms. Fucking hilarious. Anyway, my favorite is still Rapled. You haven't come up with one better than that yet.
Yeah, unfortunately, that one didn't go out. That was on the Sergio and Gloria episode, on the first one that we did.
Yeah, I still have it though. I think.
Oh, cool. Well, then,
I think. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
But it still didn't go out. It wound up. Because I didn't obviously.
Didn't we have to do that one like 3 fucking times?
Yes. But we got it right on the third one.
The third time was a charm.
Third time was a charm.
That was the curse, the really truly cursed episode.
Yeah. So, at first it was about business because Amy was Todd's secretary, business manager, like I already said, and I had that wrong. Amy was the secretary and Jerry was the business manager.
Oh.
But it grew into more, and they'd meet up into hotel rooms and back roads and even remote places on the farm.
Oh. All right.
On a pig farm. How romantic.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's just the aroma of love.
Hey, honey, you want to go do it in the mud over there like the pigs do?
Piggy style.
Oh my god, really?
Squeal? You're like a pig, boy.
Oh, you fucking asshole. God damn it.
I got him.
Right.
Have you listened to the latest Patreon yet, Ariana?
I did.
Did you hear him get me really good?
I don't even remember what I said.
I don't either. But it wound up with me telling you know what, you're doing the second story.
Oh yeah, that's the one where we switched.
And then I messed with him the entire time.
He did. It was fucking great. I loved it. It's about time Bill had a chance to fucking push the buttons and do shit.
Yeah, that was fun.
Because I get to do all the fun stuff normally, like. Yeah. Anyway.
I haven't turned that one down yet. But anyway.
Oh, what's that?
Huh? Nothing.
Yeah, everybody's gone echoey.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hey, you're back now.
Ariana, say something.
Okay, nope, it's all there. All right. I don't know. Maybe it was just my head. I don't know. Everything's fine now. Carry on.
Just shake your head a couple times. The marbles will get back in place.
All right. I'm going to remember this, man. You just wait. You just wait, sir.
I'm waiting.
Oh, no. When you least expect it.
I wouldn't expect it right now. Ariana might.
Of course not. Nobody expects the Swedish Chef.
Okay, you're not going to get me with that one again. That's what it was. That's what it was.
Yeah, I was actually sitting here as I was sitting here saying, "Oh, I'll get you. Just wait." And then I remembered what I did. Oh God,
Yeah.
dude! Anyway.
Well, I mean, Ariana's sitting here figuring out. It's just like they really don't cut a lot of stuff out of their episodes.
No, we don't.
No.
Most of it stays.
So Todd then went to a friend and said that Amy was behaving like she had during the first affair. And the friend's like, just get a divorce.
Yeah, right? Shit.
Since they clearly didn't like or trust each other,
Yeah.
Todd's just like, I've worked on that farm since I was 11 years old. Ain't no way I'm going to give it up.
Shit. All right.
Might have been exaggerating the accent there, but not much. So
you and your voices, man.
What was crazy is when Jody started doing them on that interview,
I know.
I drew a complete blank. I could not come up with anything.
Isn't that always the way?
Yeah.
You sit there thinking you can do all this shit, and then somebody does it, puts you on the spot, and you can't do a goddamn thing.
Yeah.
But anyway.
What songs do you know?
All of them. Play one. I can't.
Because I can't think of which one I know.
Yeah. I can't tell you how many times that has happened.
So,
anyway.
Amy also went to talk to a friend, and she admitted to the affair and said that she wanted a divorce. And the friend said that, Amy, you're playing a dangerous game, girl. And the friend, she's like, Todd's going to kill you.
No, I'm not.
Man, but he had said that he was going to kill her. I mean,
I didn't say that either.
Not that much of a stretch to think that he might actually follow through. And apparently he had a reputation of around town as a bit of a dickhead. Am I right about that, Ariana?
I heard the exact opposite, actually.
I know.
Oh, really?
I heard he was well liked.
Well liked, but don't piss him off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I kind of got rushed, and when I was doing the notes, and I kind of skipped, glossed over a little bit. But I listened to another podcast episode about it today, and they were talking about how he was, had a reputation around town as being a dick. So thought I'd bounce that off of you. But she said that Todd was somebody that you don't want to mess with, and there are rumors about Amy and Jerry going around, and Amy said that if she ever disappeared, they should look for her in the timber on a new piece of wooded property that Todd had just bought.
Is that like saying that I'm not suicidal, I'm perfectly healthy, and pretty much?
No.
That is.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Why not?
She doesn't kill herself.
Nobody's killed themselves, dude. It's the government killing everybody. We know that.
The government doesn't arm their agents with corn rakes.
Okay.
Anyway. So Amy started getting worried about the rumors, and even their 13-year-old son Trystan knew about it. And he even told her, like, if dad finds out, he's going to kill you. So, that in itself tells me that there's some bullshit going on in that household.
Yeah. Wow. The kid said that. Yeah.
So she decided that she'd just tell Todd about the rumors, so that if he did hear them, he'd just think that it was the rumor mill doing rumor mill things.
As one often does.
Yeah. So she wanted out, but knew that Todd would never agree to a divorce because he'd lose half the farm. So in October of 2008, and stop being such a dick, Todd.
I'm not a dick. Well, okay. Most of the time I'm not a dick.
But Amy told her brother that she was planning on leaving Todd soon. And Todd was in a stretch where he'd be gone for long periods of time, enough time for her to bolt, like a full day, maybe an overnight type of thing. Mm-hmm. But she had a medical procedure done that would require her to rest, and she was given a 10-pound lift limit. So on November 10th, she sent a text to a friend who had texted her asking how she was doing, and she said that she was okay. And things were still tense, but she just wasn't really sure of anything anymore, according to what she said. So she prepared breakfast, and Trystan ate, and then, went out onto the farm to work with Todd, who was already out there. Amy came out there too and started cleaning light fixtures. And she emailed Jerry saying, "Do you know what I'm doing today? Cleaning lightning fixtures in a fucking barn. What? WTF?" So
how many adulterers does it take to change a light bulb?
Apparently just one. And a corn rake.
And a corn rake. Goddamn corn rakes.
But at this point, they were communicating via email rather than text to avoid suspicion.
Oh, yeah, because email's way safer than texting.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, just slower.
So this is Todd's version of what happened next. And
my version of this story is completely different.
So,
as I stated earlier in this,
are there cryptids in your version?
No, but it's a murder for hire scheme.
Oh, okay.
In my version, like I said earlier. Anyway, moving on.
So Amy came out to help get the area ready for a shipment of piglets that was coming in that day. And, it was cold, and Trystan was bringing in heaters, and Todd was setting up a device to irrigate water to the pigs. The piglets.
The piglets.
And
bacon seeds.
Have you seen the Winnie the Pooh movie that they came out with a couple of years ago, where Winnie the Pooh grows up and becomes like a psycho serial killer bear?
Has it been that long since that came out? I haven't seen it, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I watched it a couple weeks ago, and as far as slasher films go, it's not bad.
Yeah.
It really isn't. It's stupid.
It looked like something I'd like. Yeah, it looks like a dumb fucking movie that I'd love.
It is.
Because I love that shit.
But Piglet, oh man, Piglet had grown up into a hog, and he had those huge tusks and everything. And
oh, nice.
They ate Eeyore.
They ate Eeyore. Oh, poor Eeyore. Oh, Pooh. Anyway, didn't they do another one too? They did another one.
No, they're working on another one.
Oh no, I think it was what was that, Cocaine Bear or whatever?
Oh yeah, I saw that one too.
Cocaine Bear and the Winnie the Pooh horror film all came out real close to each other, and I want to say there was another one, but I don't remember. Anyway,
you seen either of those movies, Ariana?
Not yet.
I was gonna say, I mean, I don't know you all that well, but from what you said at the beginning of this, those don't sound like your thing.
Not really.
You come off as way too intelligent for watching that kind of shit.
Thank you.
Anyway, I mean, shit, you're going to school for something, and me and Bill are just rejects. Making our way through life the best we know how.
So Todd asked Amy to clean the light fixtures, and she was standing on a 5-gallon bucket to reach them, and right off the bat, I'm calling bullshit.
You can't stand on a 5-gallon bucket and read nothing.
Especially in a barn. Which is like 15, 16-foot ceilings.
I mean, yeah. I mean, unless it's a tiny barn. I mean, well, it was for the bacon
not.
seeds, so it could be a tiny barn.
It's not. It's not. This place is huge. You've seen the pictures. You've seen the pictures, Ariana, right?
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just
huge. So standing on you would probably need a minimum of a 10-foot ladder. Minimum.
Well, maybe they weren't all the way to the top. Maybe they're all on the walls.
Or maybe they were hanging down from a wire.
At normal height. Yeah, who knows?
It could be.
But I wasn't
still,
there. Even though it sounds like I was there, I wasn't there.
An adult's not going to be able to stand on a 5-gallon bucket.
Why?
Because they're not sturdy. Unless they're on a flat surface, which they're not. It's a dirt surface.
Never mind. Go on.
If it's an uneven dirt surface, then you're not going to want to stand on a
5-gallon bucket, dude. You know how big? You know how wide around they are at the top?
Yeah, I'm sitting right. I got one right next to me.
Yeah, flip it over. Stand on it. Take it out in the dirt and stand on it. I know it's full of beer bottles. I know.
No, it's got like 3 in it.
Oh, you emptied it.
No.
Anyway, moving on. Let's get off this 5-gallon bucket kick.
But you know what? I kind of suspect that Todd. This is just my opinion. That came out nowhere in the research, but I kind of suspect that Todd might have found out about their little email scheme, and maybe he was the one that sent that email to Jerry.
Think?
It's just, I don't know. It's just a random thought that I had.
I have random thoughts all the time.
I mean, it makes sense. It
does, but
that would have happened.
Yeah,
but.
I don't know. Anyway.
So Todd and Trystan both said that Amy seemed unstable, and it's like, yeah, come on down, go back inside and lie down. It's just like, okay, well, on your way back in, go out to that shed and grab a cat carrier, and so that, put it on the front porch, because I got this litter of kittens that I want to put in there, so I don't like back over them with the tractor when I pull the tractor out. I guess they had like set up roost behind the tractor or something like that. I don't know.
All right.
So,
and what does this have? Never mind. Shutting up.
The cat carrier is, well, it's a red herring.
Yeah.
So,
I figured. Anyway, that's why I shut up.
Yeah, so he asked her to put it on the porch, and Todd and Trystan continued to work for about another hour and a half. And when Todd noticed that the cat carrier wasn't on the porch, Todd told Trystan to go get it, and it was in a shed. And that's when Trystan found Amy. She was on her hands and knees with a corn rake sticking out of her back.
Oh, all right.
And Trystan
Not how
yelled
you want
for
to find her, but
no. But Trystan yelled for his dad, and he told Trystan, go get in the truck. 13-year-old, go get the truck. But it's farms.
Farm, dude. The kid's probably been driving since he was 6.
So Todd didn't try to give any first aid or even call 911, but he did pull the rake out of her back.
Okay.
He said he had to. It was the only way that he could have gotten her out of the shed because of the small gap that the door was open. Which I'm throwing a BS flag on that right now because just open the door farther, you idiot.
Oh, my God. They had to pull the rake out of her back to get her out the door.
Yeah, I mean, when I say shed, I'm not talking about like a little, like 8x10 shed. I'm talking about something
I got it.
with a sliding door on it.
Yeah, like a true farm shed, not the little bullshit things you put in like city backyards.
Like my laundry shed.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. So
Oh my God. Yeah, well, he had to pull the rake out because he's got his fingerprints all over. He can't take her to the hospital with it in her bag.
You know?
I do know.
You've got a point there that did not come up at all.
I see. I'm good for that. I'm good for that.
If they had taken it, they wouldn't have found anybody else's fingerprints on it. And if the said killer had been wearing gloves, it would have smudged the fingerprints that were there.
Well, a good lawyer would argue that, of course, his fingerprints are on it. He uses it on a daily basis, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, but they try to.
But there would be nobody else's fingerprints on it. Is
right
where we're going with this.
Yeah, the whole defense is predicated on somebody else did this.
Yes, and if they have the corn rake that was sticking out of her back, they would find out real quick that, not real quick, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
that there was nobody else's fingerprints on it.
So, but not to mention that if he had called 911, they would have told him specifically not to, under any circumstances, remove that rake.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen Signs. The movie Signs.
Yeah. God. Yeah, the rake's the only thing keeping her alive. Don't pull it out.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. All right. Anyway.
But
what time is it? Oh, shit. It's early still. Goddamn. This time change, she fucks with me all the time.
Oh, no. I hate it.
It's like midnight here, and it's only fucking 8 o'clock. Or barely 8 o'clock. Whatever. Anyway, sorry, carry on.
So Todd, Trystan got into the passenger seat of the truck, and then Todd put Amy on Tristan's lap, and they drove off. And at this point, she was unconscious and losing lots of blood thanks to Todd, who had pulled the fucking rake out of her.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pull the rake out.
They drove to the hospital. And that's when Todd finally called 911. So imagine the trauma that Trystan went through with his dying mom on top of him, bleeding all over him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope he got therapy for that later on.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I hope so, because that had to be fucking traumatic as fuck. Anyway.
Yeah, 13-year-old. I mean, so in a CKCB first, we're going to play the 911 call. Yeah, pay attention to what he says and how he says it. And the call is 8 minutes long. I mean, you can skip through it if you want to. I'm going to put the whole thing in there. I mean, obviously, we can't skip it at this point because we're recording. But still, if you want to skip through it or whatever, that's fine. But still, listen to what he says and how he says it. I want to skip through it.
I haven't even played it yet.
But I cleaned it up so that it's not like that, the piercing highs that are on a lot of 911 calls that podcasts play. So,
well, that's how they are, though. Anyway, moving on. All right, play it.
So, yeah, roll it.
Oh, shit. Push the button.
Another dispatcher, get on. I'm going to ask you to can you pull over?
I can.
Okay, how about you pull over? Sir, what's your current location, and we'll get an ambulance headed your way.
Oneida. Brian Coleman's new house. I can be right in Oneida, right east of Oneida.
Main Oneida. Okay.
Good, Forrest. Can I do anything? There's nothing.
Okay. What is your name, sir?
Todd Mullis.
And what are you driving?
White Chevy.
A white Chevy.
I can be closer.
A white Chevy truck.
Listen to you.
No, I don't feel anything.
Goddamn, she's warm. Cover her up a little bit. She has her fucking pants off. I gotta get her out of this. You feel anything?
25 Manchester.
Do you see anything? Feel anything?
28.5 Manchester.
Where's the other kid?
Got a subject with his wife in the vehicle unresponsive. They're coming to Oneida. I asked him to stop there. We've got the ambulance paged out. Can you head that way?
Can I get a little closer?
He said Oneida.
Can I go a little closer?
I've got an officer almost to where you're at.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll turn off so they can get at her.
Go ahead and...
They can pull right in here. God. Oh.
What? Oh, back up.
I'm just east of Oneida.
Okay, all right.
You feel anything? Amy. Amy.
Okay, so what happened that she's not conscious or breathing? What?
She fell on a fork. I had to put a goddamn fork on her. It was an old fork sitting in somewhere, and then she was halfway out of the barn. Like, she was calling to get out, and then Trystan yelled, and I ran over there, and she's laying there.
And pulled it out of her.
I couldn't get her out of the barn. The doors are real narrow, and she's not responding.
With the forks of a tractor at this moment, when she's unresponsive. We have him pulled over alongside the road. He has.
Was this like a pitchfork?
One of them old corn forks.
Right. That's like a
curved
silent
one.
fork?
Yeah, well, it's kind of got a curve on it. I don't know how that freaking happened. I'm sorry about my cursing.
Okay. So is she bleeding?
I can't tell. When I seen it, she was face down.
Who pulled the pitchfork out of her? How old is she?
I couldn't get her out of the door.
How old is she?
How old is she, 38?
Okay.
She's 38.
38 or 39.
Okay.
She is not responding.
Okay.
Come on. My son.
Sir, do you feel comfortable doing CPR?
I can try. I'll try anything.
Okay.
I'll try anything. I have to get her. I guess she's laying on my son's lap.
Is she flat on the? Are you able to get her flat across maybe the seat?
Well, it's from the back of the truck. But she's laying on my son's lap.
Okay.
Oh my God! When I pushed on her, she got like foam in her mouth.
She's foaming from the mouth. I don't know how to get her laid flat.
She's.
You know what I mean? She's laying across her son's lap.
Oh, she's got a little blood now around her back.
Is he able to get on? Maybe he can get on the floor of the truck, and you can lay her across the seat, so we can get her flat.
Go, Trystan, get out, and we'll lay her on the, and we'll get her on the seat. Okay. Oh shit. Get out. Get out. We'll lean the seat back a little bit. Lean the seat back. Okay, she's very flat. I'm trying to hold on to the phone.
Right. Can you put it on? Can you put the phone on?
What do I do?
Okay. Listen.
Lay her flat as I can.
As flat as you can. Put the heel of your hand on her breastbone in the center of her chest, right between the nipples.
Okay.
And place your other hand on top of that hand.
Okay.
Okay. Pump the chest hard and fast, at least twice per second, 2 inches deep. Let the chest come up all the way up between pumps, and we're going to do this until they get there and can assist. Okay.
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 Well, twice per second. I just
Yep.
1, 2. 1, 2. Just.
Now.
My son is right here. It's private.
Now.
Up here? He's coming?
New house, the building just
The deputies are almost there.
Yeah, there's one here.
Okay. Keep doing the compressions until they can help and take over, okay? Keep going, you're doing fine.
Okay.
Keep going.
Come on, respond. She's cold. Come on. Come on. Come on. Good. Come on. one on the ground. Damn it. Just. Sorry, anything?
Is the officer there with you, sir?
Yeah, he's here.
Okay.
Okay, you can kill it, Todd. Kill it.
That's fine.
All right. Well, shit, hold on. Yeah, I can. All right.
Oh, wait, you can't kill it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I can kill it as long as I don't have to play it again from the beginning.
No, you don't.
All right.
So, I don't know.
Thank God that's over, dude. That was.
At least it wasn't piercing your ears with high notes or with high frequencies.
That's true. It's still hard to listen to, though.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Ariana, what are your thoughts on that? On what we heard?
I think he sounded frantic. I mean, he did seem calm, but also, like, for a farmer, they don't typically get emotional. I think his response was appropriate.
All right.
Okay, I personally, I'm going to ask you the same thing, Todd. But I personally think that he was putting on a show. He had to, because not only for the 911 operators that were there, his son was also there.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard to see.
I mean, he did sound frantic and stuff like that, and and she was with now,
Yeah.
ha 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 ha, staying alive. That's actually a thing.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The staying alive. Your pulse is supposed to be to the beat of staying alive.
Yep.
Or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. But they, I don't know. It's just I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But the reason why like that is because they analyzed what he was muttering when he was like doing the CPR, and that's where the fucking whore and rotten hell and all that stuff like came out. But
I didn't hear none of that, but
I didn't. I thought that I did. And and I isolated that. We'll play that a little bit later. That's the 5-second one that I play. We'll play that when we get there. But I don't, I didn't hear it. But
all I heard was him talking to the dispatcher, somebody in the background in the dispatcher's office talking, and a bunch of heavy fucking breathing. That's all I heard.
But he did say that she asked if the dispatcher asked if she was bleeding, and he said, "I don't know." How could you not know? Your truck.
Yeah, you pulled the Rake out of her bag,
and everything on that passenger side of the truck is doused in blood. Like, what are you carrying around freshly butchered hogs in that truck too? In the passenger seat?
He could be. You don't know. Anyway, all right. Enough of that.
Yeah. So Amy was pronounced dead, after she arrived at the hospital. And ironically enough, this was the same hospital that she worked as a nurse at.
Oh, shit. All right.
But initial reports showed that she had 6 puncture wounds in her back.
Okay.
Corn rake only has 4 prongs.
Okay.
So the autopsy came back saying that she had been hit with a corn rake twice because, like I said, corn rakes have 4 prongs on them. And because of this, that's why it was ruled as a homicide. And she also had injuries to her cheekbone, chin, knees, and her knuckles.
Okay, hold on. Got hit twice with it? I mean, the guy was just lucky enough to hit her, like 2 of the prongs in the same holes and then 2 new ones?
Or maybe 2 of the prongs didn't hit the second time, or the first or second. The two only 2 prongs hit the first time, so that's why he hit her the second time.
Okay, all right, I'll go with that.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
So,
because I mean, what are the odds that the 2 hits in a row line up exactly?
Well, they didn't though. That's just it. They didn't line up. There was one that was like
No, I get that, but the way you
flat across her back, and the other one was, so he hit her from behind with it while she was was walking and had her back to him, and then once she was on the ground, that's when he went in, boom, and got her with all four.
Okay, no, I got you. But you just said that there was 6 puncture wounds and the cornrakes only have 4. And I'm like, well, dude, how do you line it up so perfect?
Well, he didn't, because they were in different spots of her back.
Well, then he would have, see, he'd done a screwed up already. Anyway.
Agree, Ariana, with what my opinion?
No.
Because one thing that I did not see on this was like autopsy photos, and I'm kind of glad that I didn't, because I didn't want to see them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But she also had injuries to her cheekbone, chin, knees, and her knuckles.
Defensive wounds,
wounds.
All right. So she fought back.
Yeah. So Amy's murder was only the 4th murder that Earlville, Iowa had in the past decade. So the police department asked for help from Iowa's Department of Investigation. And a search warrant was issued for Todd's farm, and there were drops of blood, but nothing really seemed out of place. No sign of a struggle or anything like that. And snow had fallen that day, but there were no extra sets of footprints in the snowfall. There were only 3: Amy, Todd, and Trystan's footprint. That was it. No other footprints.
3 tracks in the snow by one hung low.
There was
a child.
There was a camera footage. There was a camera system, and there was footage from September 11th to October 29th, and it had been turned back on November 11th, the day after Amy's death. When asked about this, Todd explains that cats must have knocked it over, and he noticed it on November 11th, the day after.
Why is it always the cats, man?
Did your clumsy calico knock over your security camera right before you murdered your wife? Can Kitty Chat with Todd help with that?
I don't know. I probably could, but I don't want to.
Roll it.
Is your feline fur baby having uncontrollable hairballs?
Kitty Chat with Todd
can help. Does your precious princess sharpen her claws on your brand new microfiber sectional sofa?
Kitty Chat with Todd
can help. Join Todd, the crazy cat lady. He can help you with all of your pussycat problems and your kitty cat concerns. Did your kitty develop indigestion after it ate your meth head roommate who died of an overdose while you were on vacation?
Kitty Chat with Todd
can help with that too. Find the Kitty Chat with Todd podcast at Kitty Chat with Todd on MySpace.
Kitty Chat with Todd
has the answers you need.
Kitty Chat with Todd,
where every day is Catterday. Meow. I love that. Oh, that's so much fun.
But they also found an iPad. But
I told you that Apple people are never mind.
Can Kitty Chat with Todd help with the murder investigation?
Probably not.
No. Okay.
I mean, unless the cats did it, then no.
But the iPad had better evidence. Take a guess.
Oh God.
Ariana already knows.
See, he does this to me, and I always guess wrong. Every once in a while, I get it right.
Sometimes you get it really right.
Sometimes I nail it, but most times I don't. So the iPad, I don't know, it had their emails on it. It had he did not record video on the iPad of him killing her, did he?
No, not quite that obvious, but you're right in the ballpark.
All right. So what? It was I don't know, dude. I don't know how iPads work. I don't use Apple shit.
Okay, it was a Windows tablet. Same thing.
So what? Facebook was open?
No.
There was a call going on and somebody heard it?
No, you're getting further and further away.
I have no fucking idea then. What?
Search history.
Oh, browser history. Okay. Well, fuck. That could be anything. Anyway, whatever.
Things like, what happens to cheaters in history?
Oh, Jesus.
Killing unfaithful women.
Wow. Really? You went there, huh?
Did ancient cultures kill adulterers?
Holy shit. Sounds like he's trying to build a defense here.
What to do with large chest wounds?
Large chest.
Organs in the body.
Oh, God. Yeah. All right.
And there's more, but you get the picture.
Yeah, he was oh, shit, dude. Yeah, he was totally fucking Googling how to murder his wife. Oh, shit. Oh, God damn, dude. That's freaking hilarious.
There was also another one where he had looked up a case where a man who had killed his cheating wife only got 18 months.
Only got 18 months? All right.
And he read that article too.
I'm assuming that none of this shit worked for him.
Well, put a knife in that.
Oh, God, really? Fuck.
So this
I gotta put a
chucklehead,
knife in, dude. It's gonna be that long that I have to put a knife in it. Fuck.
this
Anyway.
chucklehead must have seen a meme with George Santayana's quote: "Those who do not learn history are doomed to repeat it."
All right.
And then he forgot immediately. He forgot about it immediately after looking it up. After looking all these things up.
Yeah, it happens.
And to be honest with me, this got me thinking about one of our Patreon episodes. The story about the guy who was making like weird searches that turned out to be evidence. Then he blamed his cat for walking on the keyboard. Remember that one?
Yeah, I do actually.
Do you, Ariana, have you heard that one?
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. She's our only Patreon. And we love her. Bill's got us working twice as hard now just to put shit up for you to listen to on Patreon.
The cat must have been walking on my keyboard.
Yeah, because I guess that goes up with the whole, if you give a chimpanzee enough time, it'll write Shakespeare on a give it so yeah. I guess if the cat had enough time, he could have done all that.
But the one on Patreon was a child porn thing, wasn't it? I think it was.
I remember the cat thing, but yeah, it probably was child.
Yeah, I think he was blaming the cat on his
looking
child
up child.
porn.
Yeah, his cat was looking up kitty porn.
Kitty porn.
Yeah, kitty porn. Yeah.
I
totally did that unintentionally. That was fucking great.
I was thinking, please blame these searches on the cat. Please, please, please.
Right.
but it didn't happen.
Yeah. Did he blame it on the pigs?
He did say that the entire family used the iPad.
So the pigs could have done it. There it is.
You got Ariana too. You
can't exactly dust for hoof prints, so it could have been the pigs.
That's not where I went with. I went like, oh, so his 13-year-old son has a wife that's cheating on him.
Well, yeah, there's that too. I wasn't going there. You know me. Anyway, yeah. Well, they do live on a farm. It's entirely possible.
Oh shit!
Yeah, but now we're not allowed to go anywhere in the middle of the United States.
It's in Utah, or it's in Iowa, not Utah.
I just pissed off the whole farming community. We're done. We can't even go through the middle of the United States. We're stuck on the East Coast.
Well, they do call that area flyover country.
Dude, we'll get shot down if they find out. Are you fucking kidding me? We'll have to fly around the other way around the earth.
So
we can stop in London and stop in England and go see all the cool shit, and then we'll just go fly across Russia, land in Japan, and then fly into Los Angeles.
Okay.
Because I want to spend 2 weeks on a fucking airplane.
Where the hell was I? Oh, as Todd was interviewed, he was saying that he and Amy had a great marriage. They're really tight, great communication, very healthy.
I don't remember being married to an Amy.
I almost was.
Yeah, let's not go there, please.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah. So, but Amy's friends told a different story about Todd's controlling and abusive nature and distrust and everything. Todd denied killing Amy and demanded to know what evidence they had. Well, let's see. 6 stab wounds instead of 4. Search history for 1, or I guess that's 2. Todd said that Amy must have had a dizzy spell and fallen on the rake. What? She fall backwards on the rake, then pull herself up off of it, and then fall backwards again?
Yeah, right. She fell on it twice.
Yeah, kind of like Katrina Mowry, like wrapped herself up in a quilt, put a belt around her neck, tied herself up, and then killed herself and locked herself in the trunk.
Yeah, and locked herself in the trunk.
Yeah,
yep. Just like that.
Episode 66.
I'm sure she knows, Bill.
The only unsolved case we've ever done. Well, Lester Eubanks is partially unsolved.
Bill, you realize that we're sitting here with the only person that's probably listened to everything we've done, right? So, I know you're giving out the numbers for the norms, but, dude, I'm sure she's heard every episode we've done.
Wow.
And the Patreon stuff.
Love it.
She's the only one that's heard the Patreon stuff.
She's the only person. She's the only, other than the Abraham Lincoln one that I released. Yeah.
Well, I don't count that one because once you release it somewhere else, it's not Patreon anymore.
Well, people are listening to that one though. It's being well received. It's just like, okay, if you like it, there's more where that came from.
Yeah, well,
even the sequel to that one. So, so Todd said in an interview, "You want me to confess something to something that I didn't do?" No, we want you to confess to something that you did.
Why does this sound familiar?
It was the cats.
No, but then we just did one where they would trick the guy into, not tricked him, but
Yeah, we did. It was recent.
Yeah, we just did that. That's why this sounds familiar. This part anyway. The rest of it now, but
when you're dealing with dumb criminals, they all do the same thing. They all think that they're so smart and everything, but they're all stupid. They're all doing the same thing. Ariana, the criminals that you're going to investigate when you become a detective are going to make your job very easy for you.
Right?
I hope so.
Yeah. Hey, maybe we'll see you at CrimeCon one year.
Yeah.
Like once you finish your school and get your job and stuff, maybe you'll be at CrimeCon, like doing something, and we'll just walk up to you, hey, you remember us? You'd be like, you're those 2 assholes that I spent $4 a month on for.
Nah, she'll still be listening.
I hope so.
Yeah. It'll be like,
though, Bill, she's going to grow up, graduate from college, get a real job, and just forget all about us. They all do that.
What do you mean they all? She's the first one.
Well, yeah. All right. You got me on that one. Anyway.
So
I'm just kidding. I really sincerely wish you the best of luck in your endeavors.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're not done yet.
And if we're not part of that in your future, then
save the tissues for the end, Todd. You'll be okay.
Is it almost over? Seriously.
We're getting there.
Can we get there faster? I'll shut up.
So, 4 months later, in March of 2019, Todd was arrested and charged with first-degree murder. And they got a change of venue to farther away because the case was really big news locally. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine.
It'd be like, we got 2 things in here. We got the serial killer and we got the man who met Andy Griffith. And we can't lose both.
Jeez, I thought I pissed off the fucking farmers, Bill. You just sealed it.
What was that from? That was from Married with Children.
It might have been. I don't know.
the man who met Andy Griffith. That was actually they were digging at Florida on that.
Oh yeah, everybody digs at Florida.
So the medical examiner said that Amy had 6 puncture wounds in her back, 4 lined up going in one angle and 2 lined up going into another angle. And the only way that could be explained was 2 strikes from the corn rake. And he also determined that some of the wounds, like the ones to her knuckles, were defensive.
Yeah, she fought back. Good for her.
Yeah, Jerry testified about his affair with Amy. He said it started in May of 2018. Todd became suspicious, so the emails started soon after. He said that he knew that Amy wasn't happy, and she had told him that if she told him, what the fuck did I write?
And this is on a computer too. You should have. I know you've heard us talk about it, but dude, with his handwritten notes, oh my god, it was terrible. I know you've heard us talk about it. I know you've heard the episode, but yeah, it was hilariously bad.
She told him that Todd said that if he found out that she was having an affair, she would disappear. And he said that he told her that he wanted to tone down the affair after Todd had questioned his wife.
Okay.
And Todd's wife said, "Nothing to see here." My man wouldn't do that. So next up was Todd's son, Trystan. He had initially told police that he was with his dad at the entire time, but in court he changed the story, saying that he had left to go get some water and came back, and Todd was there. Then Trystan had left the barn again, and that's when he found Amy. But regardless, he had given Todd an airtight alibi, according to some people. You know, regardless of what the actual story was, you know, and we'll get to that here in a second. Witnesses testified that Amy was afraid of Todd. He was jealous, abusive, and afraid of losing the farm to the point of being obsessive over it. And then next came the search history that came up where the prosecutor said that you can hear Todd say "cheating whore" on the 911 call. And I thought I had isolated it, but it turned out that, you know, with me listening to it, it says she's cold while attempting CPR. You know, the attorney was talking about something else. So you decide. Go ahead and play cheating whore.
Where'd it go? There it is. All right.
She's cold. Come on.
Now, I said cheating whore, so you probably heard it. Play it again.
I heard nothing.
Play it again. It's at the beginning of it.
She's cold. Come on.
I heard, or come on.
But after I listened to it a couple of times, it sounded to me like he said she's cold. What do you think, Ariana?
Yeah, it definitely sounds like she's cold.
Yeah, but I could hear it. Your first reaction is like, okay, yeah, he said cheating whore. But then, but apparently.
But why would he say that talking to the cops?
Exactly. So it's just that was a bit of a grasp by the prosecution, in my opinion.
Who was the prosecutor, man?
I don't know.
Because, dude, there's no way that's what that said.
No, but apparently
the prosecutor probably believes in that fucking where you sit in a room and you ask ghost questions and they answer you on the tape, but not in real life.
Yeah,
dude. You can listen to any of that and you can hear anything you want. Your mind makes it up. Like if you want to hear something, you'll hear it.
Like if we had played that originally and I said that it said Farfignugan,
I wouldn't have heard that because there's no way.
Oh.
It does, dude. It's not, yeah, but you know what I mean. Anyway,
but still, it's like, yeah. If you say it, your mind can get you, can make sure that you hear it.
Yeah,
maybe not Farfignugan, but
not Farfignugan, no. But yeah, I mean, yeah, if somebody says that and then you listen, like you said, yeah. But all I heard was, come on, or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But apparently those clips were from elsewhere in the call, the ones they were talking about. If that was the case, I didn't hear it. But regardless, this was allowed as evidence in the trial. No. But the defense didn't deny that Amy was murdered, so they spun it as somebody else had done it.
Of course.
They said that there wasn't enough time for Todd to sneak away and get back in the time that Trystan had gone for water. Amy was alive when Trystan found her, and how long would it take to stab somebody in the back twice, even with some defensive measures from Amy?
Yeah.
I swear the funniest one is where I fumbled when I was trying to say self-confidence.
Yes, that was good. Dude, and I couldn't say vicious. I don't know why. I mean, I could say it right now. It's fine. But like, dude, there was something in my head was like, I'm saying vicious. I'm like, that doesn't sound right. What's wrong with me? Anyway.
But he laughs at me when I do it.
Hey, you laughed at me.
Oh, I did, because you've been laughing at me for a year and a half.
I know. See, that's the part. That's my job. I am the plucky comic relief on this thing. You're the one that knows all about this shit. I just sit and listen to you and laugh.
So if you're the host, if you're taking lead, then I become the comic relief.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how it works.
And you did, dude. You totally fucking just ran them buttons and just like fucked me up right and left, dude. And I fucking loved it, bro. I acted like I was mad at you, but I wasn't. It was fucking great, man.
But so he attacks Amy. Now remember, she's on the mend from a surgery, and so she puts up as much of a fight as she can, but he knocks her face down, and he grabs the corn rake.
Is she still on the bucket?
No, this is when she was going out to the shed. Remember?
No.
To get the cat carrier.
Remember? Goldfish.
They have good memories, unlike you.
Fuck you, man. All right, you got me. Okay, I'll take it. I deserve it. Go on.
So she puts up as much of a fight as she can, but he knocks her face down. He grabs the corn rake and he stabs her in the back with only 2 prongs and pulls it back out and then hits her with all 4, leaves it sticking out of her back. But regardless of that being how it happened, or even how I outlined it before, where he comes up at her from behind, hits her once, regardless, we're talking probably less than 30 seconds to do all of that.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
What do you think?
I never tried to kill anybody with a corn rake, so I don't know.
All we do is talk about it. We don't really do anything about it as movie guy.
movie guy.
What do you seriously? I'm not even. What do you think?
I don't know if it's entirely possible, because the length from where they were to the red barn was like pretty long, and for a man of his size, because he was a big dude, for him to sprint all the way over there and then stab her, punch her, whatever, and then run back, and Trystan like not be suspicious that he was like winded or anything is kind of questionable.
All right, I'll take that.
Okay, yeah, and that's part of what the whole debate on this one is, but yeah, it's an interesting case, and I'm glad that you're studying criminal investigations or whatever.
Right? Yeah.
So I mean, it helps out. I mean, it really does. It gives us, because we just bitch about it.
Yeah, we just talk about it, and make jokes.
So
you're actually going to make a difference, so that's awesome.
But yeah, indeed. So but it's not a lot of time at all. But considering her weakened state due to surgery and everything, she's not really going to be able to put up much of a fight. And in fact, those wounds on her hand, the wounds on her hand could be like evidence to show what I had said initially about him coming up from behind, hitting her once, she falls to the ground. She could have fallen to the ground with her fists out, and then boom, she's got wounds on her knuckles.
Yeah.
But then again, there's no dirt or grass or anything, but it snowed. So, yeah, it's just, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't know. But prosecutors zeroed in on Todd's obsession with not losing the barn. That plus being angry about the affair and the monetary aspect. And there's two strong motives for murder right there. Not to mention that the spouse is guilty more often than not in cases like this.
True.
But
we talked about that before.
Several times.
Anyway.
But in the interrogation, he acted like he didn't know about the affair with Jerry.
All right.
So when Todd took the stand, he admitted that Amy's death was not an accident, but he was adamant that he didn't do it. And when he asked about the search history, it was, did you search? Did you make the search? No. Did you make this search? No. What about this one? No. Did you attack Amy? No. I mean, that was his entire. That was pretty much his entire state. His entire testament. No.
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 All
no.
right.
And
I never threw her in the fire. Nobody said you did throw her in the fire. That was the last one we did. Anyway.
So Todd was found guilty of first-degree murder. And he asked for a retrial, and take a guess why. No, you're never going to get it. And Ariana, no. Go ahead. Take the floor.
Because his defense didn't do the case the way he wanted. They claimed it was a murder, but he wanted it to go as an accident.
Okay.
Right. Yep.
And they let this happen? Tell me they didn't let this happen.
No, they didn't present the accidental death theory in the original trial. Okay. And so but he admitted that didn't happen. He admitted that it was a murder.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, she was accidentally murdered by me by somebody else.
Yeah, by somebody else, of course. Anywho.
So his motion for a new trial was denied in September of 2020, and his sentencing was delayed due to COVID. But
goddamn COVID, fuck the whole world up for fucking. Yes. Anyway,
I've had it twice. I'm good.
And you're not dead. Gee, I wonder why.
Right. But he got life with no parole, and he was ordered to pay $150,000 in restitution. And he has plans to further appeal, and for that I say good luck, Chucklehead.
Yeah, right.
But there's a bit of debate about this case, which we're going to get into now.
Oh God, it's not over. Come on, man.
The main point of contention is Trystan saying that he never lost sight of Todd. There's but then changing that to, he did leave.
Trystan did it, didn't he?
Water. No.
Oh, come on, dude. That would be perfect.
You just want somebody not named Todd to have done it. Admit it.
Well, yeah. It's making us Todds look bad.
George Carlin made you guys look bad.
Yeah, good point. All right. I'll shut up.
So
I'm going to mute my mic. I'll just sit here.
No, don't be a baby. So
I'm doing it so I quit talking and get this shit over with. I'm tired.
There's also the time situation where Todd wouldn't have had enough time to do it. So Jerry, maybe?
No, Trystan did it. I'm telling you.
But Jerry doing it doesn't make sense either, unless he didn't want his wife to find out about the affair, according to him. Amy was latching on more and more, but I don't buy that. If he had done it, your volume just significantly decreased, Todd.
I know, I'm good. That's because I didn't kill anybody. I'm being quiet.
You're acting guilty.
Okay, maybe I did kill somebody. But they deserved it, I promise.
Hey, future detective right here. Be careful.
She ain't gonna come to Florida. I'm fine.
So,
oh God, it's so much fun.
But still, the affair. If Jerry had done it, the affair would have still come out during the trial.
Yeah, that's why it was Trystan. I'm telling you,
it wasn't Trystan.
Yeah, it was. Didn't he tell his mom that if Dad finds out, he'll kill you? Yeah. Wasn't it him that said that? All right.
Yeah, but
who's gonna inherit? All right, he kills her, blames his dad. Who gets the farm? Trystan. See where I'm going with this?
Yeah. Yeah, you got a lot in common.
He's already got all the information to blame his dad for it.
Put a knife in that.
Yeah. I don't want to put a knife in it. I want it to be over. Keep going. Carry on.
But yeah, if he had killed her, then that would have come out in the trial, the affair. But Jerry was never more than a person of interest. Not to mention the fact that he had an alibi as well. He was at home, 45 minutes away, and he was watching college football with his son, who was college age at the time. There was cell phone activity on his phone from 10:45 a.m., 11:45, and 12:45, and it pinged in his town. But Todd's motive was much more real. So they began focusing on Todd's activity leading up to the murder. For example, why send Trystan to the shed and look for Amy 90 minutes after she went to get the pet carrier? Yeah, he didn't even know if she had gone to get the pet carrier. So wouldn't it make more sense for Trystan to go check on her in the house after all that time?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I mean,
I'm lost. This story, you've lost me with your fucking Quentin Tarantino in this story.
But do you see what I'm saying, Ariana?
Yeah.
It's like 90 minutes after he sent her back, to go get the carrier and go back into the house. It's like, okay, 90 minutes later, you look out and you don't see the pet carrier sitting on the porch where you asked it. It's like, okay, go check on her. You would think they would send Trystan to go to the house.
Yeah.
Not go check on her in the barn.
Mm-hmm.
Or in the shed. Excuse me.
Well, farm is dangerous, man. You can fall on corn rakes all the time. And then get up and fall on it again.
Apparently. But
that's what this motherfucker wants us to think. Anyway, moving on.
So, but still, it's just if we're gonna believe that if he sent her to look for and everything, he should have sent her into the house.
All right, we'll go with that.
What do you think, Ariana?
Yeah, I agree.
She agrees. I'm just going with you guys.
So at the end of his interrogation, they accused Todd of the murder, and Todd was unmoved by the accusation. He just, if somebody's wrongfully accused, they're usually going to lash out. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? But right, Todd just sat there. Okay,
you've gone backwards again, man.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, because he's on trial. He was just on trial. And he asked for another trial. He wasn't being interrogated again like he was just arrested.
If you want to start writing episodes and taking the lead on it, go right ahead.
No, because nobody wants to
hear me. You can do it your way.
Nah, nobody wants to hear me talk that long, man.
But Trystan's story was analyzed, and there were some problems with it. Earlier, I mentioned that he had never lost sight of Todd, but later it changed in court. In court, he said several times that he had gone to get water, less than a minute each time. But in court, he said that he didn't know exactly how long he had been gone. And that's big because Trystan's 13 years old. He doesn't want to lose both of his parents. And more than likely, before Todd got arrested, he was like, okay, this is what you're going to say. This is what you're going to say. This is what you're going to say.
Yeah.
So, he's basically just, just filling his head with a bunch of bullshit. But the defense spun it saying that there wasn't enough time. And when Todd came back, his mood hadn't changed. Well, he's already a cold fuck because he was accused of murder. He's just like, okay. So, but But like I said, but like I said, I mean the murder wouldn't have taken long at all because corn rake prongs are very sharp, and they're heavy too.
Okay, how much does a corn rake weigh?
I would
You don't know.
say,
You're just making it up.
No,
I think it's heavy.
I'd probably say 10 pounds. Between 7 and 10 pounds, I would say.
All right. That's still not that heavy. Yeah.
It is if somebody swings it at you.
Okay.
So, prosecutors then brought up the camera footage and the search history. The defense alleges that it's all circumstantial evidence and the prosecution didn't prove anything. So, while
deliberating?
Yeah, that. Including, they went through everything and including why Todd removed the corn rake, why he didn't just call 911 then and there, and then loading Amy up into the truck. One juror said that she thought Todd just wanted to get Amy as far away from the farm, the scene of the crime, the farm as he could.
Right.
She also said he seemed cold when he took the stand. Well, yeah. No.
I never hit her in the back with a corn rake.
It was already there.
It was already there, yeah. She fell on it, got up, and then fell on it again.
Yeah. So, they even looked at every link in the search, every single link in the search history, and there's a lot of them. There was even wedding dresses in there, which I'm pretty sure it was Amy that made that one. But Amy's not going to search up, do ancient cultures kill adulterers or whatever, It's like,
all right.
But in Todd's sentencing, he says, I didn't do this. This is America. You shouldn't have to prove you're innocent. I thought it was innocent until proven guilty. And the judge just responded with the sentence. Todd had much more of a motive, a very lucrative one, and Todd and Amy's kids now live with Amy's family, and this sparked huge internet debates between the guilty crowd and the innocent crowd. But
all right.
I think you both know what crowd I'm in. I want to know what crowd Ariana's in.
I'm mixed.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know what I feel like happened. I think what Todd was saying is kind of true. I think it was Trystan.
Which Todd?
Me?
Yeah. I feel like it might have been Trystan.
Yeah.
Wow. Holy crap.
I've listened to
I told you.
so many podcasts, like hours and hours. I watched the whole trial.
Oh man.
I've done everything. And I mean, yeah, like Trystan would have inherited the farm. He might have been like the anger from Todd might have been passed down to Trystan, because they were close, especially when Amy had to go away to take care of her family members. And then I watched Todd's interrogation a couple of days ago, and the way he was answering the questions kind of felt like he was covering it up for Trystan. Like he was asked, what was he asked? He said, I'm trying to think of it right now. Oh yeah, he was like, Todd, I know you did this. The detective was talking to Todd. He said, I know you did this. We know what happened. And Todd was like, it was me. How? And I don't know. The way he said it just kind of sounded like he wanted it to, if the blame had to fall on someone, it'd rather be him than Trystan.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
So me and her are on the same page. Trystan did it, but we got basically the same reason, but his dad, I say he pinned it on his dad, and she's saying his dad was covering for him, which is fine. I can totally see that too.
Didn't see that coming.
So now you have to agree with us, Bill, because it's 2 against 1.
No, I don't. This is
All right,
America. I
it's
can
still
have
2
my
against
own.
1. All right, fine.
I got something in my eye. Damn it. Okay.
Anyway.
So, wow. I really, I didn't see that coming at all. But I mean, I can see, I can see the logic behind it. I don't think that that's what happened. I still think that
it
Todd
probably
did it.
isn't, but it would be nice if it was, though. That would be so cool. Because, I mean, dude, it's all there. In the story you told, it's all there. Trystan told his mom, if Dad finds out, he's going to kill you. There's his opportunity right there. No, I mean, granted, a 13-year-old is probably not going to be able to come up with that kind of plan, which is probably why his dad covered for him. But anyway.
Oh, no. I think he did it. There's no way Jerry could have done it, even though the defense tried to say that he left his phone at home so that he
Where was Jerry's wife?
Kill Amy.
Yeah, he left.
One woman named Tracy, and I'm not going to use her last name, she went on prison tender, and she saw Todd and was smitten. She saw him on the news, and she launched a Todd Mullis is Innocent Facebook page, and she was featured on the documentary. And all she was doing was acting like Janine Garofalo on Team America World Police when she said, "We will read the newspaper and we will say what we read like it's our own opinion." Mm-hmm. Have you seen that movie, Ariana?
No.
That's not her kind of movie either.
That's true. But
she is way too intelligent for that.
But it is one of the most hilarious movies of all time.
Yes. It's very satirical and it's all meant in good fun, but it gets bad. Anyway,
it's political, but they attack every side.
Oh yeah, it's everybody.
It's not one, and that's kind of how we do our politics too. I mean, we don't give
don't talk about it.
Yeah. But
anyway.
So in a CKCB exclusive, we have a correspondent with a completely different theory that he's really confident about. So play it.
Hold on. Yeah, I forgot about it. Where'd it go? There it is. Got it.
Hello, everybody. Dick Darwin here, Dallas detective. In all my 30 years on the force, I've seen a lot of crime scenes that are just head scratchers. The corn rake case is another one, even though I wasn't on that case. It was in Iowa, not in Texas, see? But in my expert opinion, I think there were in fact 2 culprits in this case, see? That's right. I believe that both Todd Mullis and Jerry Frazier killed Amy together. I believe that they were involved in a homosexual relationship, and that the plan was for both wives to be killed so the 2 of them could be together, see? But unfortunately for the 2 lovers, Trystan was there, so they weren't able to properly stage the scene. As far as Jerry's cell phone goes, and his so-called alibi, he had to have left it with a friend who sent texts to people in Jerry's contact list. I don't know why it's so difficult for people to see it. It's all right there. But that's why I retired, see? All the lazy detective work from this new crop of so-called detectives. So this is Dick Darwin, Dallas detective, signing off. Thanks again for having me on your show.
Jesus.
Thanks, Dick.
Thanks, Dick. Oh, man. All right. You know, you took it to a spot where I never would have even thought of. That's awesome.
Well,
anyway.
That's the whole point of Dick Darwin.
Oh, I know.
He thought JFK was a suicide.
Yeah. Anyway.
So that's it. I mean, that's what I got. I mean, Todd's in for life. The kids are living with Amy's parents.
Raking in that pig farm money.
Actually, you know what? I didn't look into that, Ariana. Did Amy's family get the pig farm, or did that go to Todd's family?
I'm not sure. I know Todd had a bunch of brothers that also owned farmland, so it might have gotten.
Oh, they probably got it. Yeah,
they probably got it.
Wow, damn it! There goes my theory.
Yeah. But yeah.
Anyway.
But they may, unless
Well,
Todd.
see, there's a whole bunch. Okay, there's brothers. There's a whole bunch of other people that could be.
Yeah, unless
down.
Todd hadn't made out a will to leave it to Trystan.
I think there was a will, but I'm not sure if he was included. If he was, he probably should have it now because he's 18.
Oh yeah. All right. Anyway, I'm sure his brothers took it. They're like, "Fuck that little kid! I'm taking this shit."
So, thanks for that great story suggestion, Ariana. That was. I think this is definitely in my top 5 favorite episodes that we've done.
Yeah.
So, okay. Now I'm going to put you on the spot, Ariana. Critique us. Critique your experience.
No, it was good. I had fun. Yeah, I enjoyed this. Thank you.
Well, we thank you for coming on with us. That's awesome. Considering you're the OG Patreon.
No, thank you for having me.
No, thank you. Trust me.
So, this episode is going to go out on Friday. So, but yeah, I mean, thanks for listening, everybody. We appreciate the hell out of it.
Everybody go to Patreon so Ariana's not the only one watching that shit, please.
That too, but hook us up with likes and 5-star reviews and all that stuff and everything. Crap. All that other stuff.
It really helps the algorithm.
It does.
I hate saying that shit, but you got to.
Yeah, indeed. So, until next week, later.
Cheers, everybody.
Thanks, Ariana.